On the menu today, ready? Hello chip printers, and welcome back to another episode of Ladyfractic's Retro Recipes. I'm Ladyfractic, and this is part 2 of me building my very own retro computer. Now, as I mentioned in part 1, sitting here in this room full of all of these noteworthy retro computers, I figured that it was time for me to have my very own, and rather than combing through Fleabay to buy one, I figured that I would bring the modern into the retro and 3D print my own. This is the Callisto 2, found on Thingiverse.com. And today I'm going to install my Raspberry Pi 4 and the web-based operating system, connected to all the innards that we inserted from part 1, and see if this really can run Doom. So let's go! All right, here we are. We are going to clean everything up and start connecting everything together, but I think I should have a little bit of help. Let's see, who would be good at this? Really? Okay, let's get Josiefractic here. Ready? Hello.
Again?
Yes, I need the help of your nimble little fingers.
Okay.
So this is my 3D printed retro computer. And the inside is a complete mess, and it's also not finished.
Gotcha.
We have a static-free environment, and we have a Raspberry Pi 4 and a Josiefractic 5. You too can make your own Raspberry Pi-style PCB with our friends at
PCBWay,
who are celebrating their 8th anniversary. Congratulations, PCBWay. We are so honored to be a part of your family. At PCBWay, you can get your own PCBs starting at just $5. And as we all know, PCB stands for Printed Circuit Birthdays, doesn't it? Let's start with just connecting all of the wires. We have
Oh gosh.
our fun keyboard.
Okay. Great sound.
It does.
Thank you for indulging me in that. That was fun.
I don't mind.
Very nice.
This is called a blue keyboard. So each color has a different noise, but the keys are blue keys. I know. I know.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
So this is our, would you like to pronounce that?
No, not particularly.
This is my
Seems obscene.
diarrhea keyboard, or this is my DK63 mechanical keyboard by the company Diarrhea. The USB-C that it came with had a right angle, which unfortunately does not work with this hole right there. So we just substituted it.
Perfect.
So we're gonna plug that in. Oh,
Feed it through.
yeah. If you want to set that into place, while I pull. Oh.
Oh no. Let's try that.
Yep. So we've got.
Excuse me.
There she is.
Madam?
I'm trying to decide if we should put the Raspberry Pi in
the
first.
oven.
We could put it in the dishwasher. We've done that before. So we are going to use these removable heavy-duty Velcros.
Yeah.
I like to smush them together.
That's the best.
Go ahead.
Oh, I have these in my room.
Let's put the Raspberry Pi in here so we can just put one strip of the Velcro on one side. Perifractic has assured me that it'll be fine like this and like that, and go smoosh.
Don't smoosh too hard.
Not too hard,
Yeah.
never too hard.
Clean.
We had a few people who didn't love Careless Whisper. Most of you did love it. Okay. I didn't push it down yet. Just kidding. Just delicate pushing. Again, anti-static environment. So this guy This guy, what else needs to be plugged in? And power. It's like, what is this for? We have the power strip for the Raspberry Pi. Then the keyboard goes into the Raspberry Pi so that when you clickety-clack, it actually registers it.
That's useful.
What a concept.
Otherwise, you'd just be playing with the keys, which is also fun.
Bang, bang, bang. These ones light up in their rainbow underneath. So I'm really excited to turn it on, which I haven't done yet. So since we are powering the monitor with USB-C, we don't need this guy.
Which everybody knows.
Oh, everybody knows. So the Raspberry Pi is plugged in, and I'm gonna plug this into the power hub. There you go.
Nice.
And then we'll anchor that guy down too. So that's plugged in, sorry. That's plugged in, that's plugged in. Would you like to press these two together?
Boy, would I. Yes, please.
ASMR.
It's near my microphone.
We have our microphones. You may see the blue light.
Oh, don't get overzealous.
Okay, so you're gonna stick it to the bottom of this guy.
Okay.
And then, there we go.
I do not have the prettiest hands.
And you have the prettiest face.
Thanks.
And then we're gonna just try to get it into the nice spot.
Could do to maybe move over to the left a little bit.
No, that's fine.
Oh no, that's actually, I didn't see there were pegs there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I'm so good at this.
She's doing great, you guys.
I'm great.
I'm plugging in the USB hub into the Raspberry Pi. Now we're gonna tidy the cables, and we are going to use the self-adhesive tie mount, which are available on our website. So the nice thing about these is that you can put the zip tie in any direction. So as long as I put it straight, it's fine, we're fine. We're gonna slide this down because it's not very conducive for being able to see, but we'll show you when we're done. So then I'm just gonna fold that like so. And then here comes the most satisfying part.
Nice. Oh, good sound.
So now, as you can see, I have zip tied the keyboard cable. This should do. We're just gonna clip that.
Scissors.
Ah.
Oh, you got it.
And then we're gonna rotate it so that the sharp bit isn't stabbing the fingers.
Good idea.
Oh, hello.
Good girl. Oh, be careful. Be careful.
Don't make the same mistake Josiefractic did.
Nope. Okay. Pat, 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 pat. Pat, tickling my leg. Stop it.
2 hours later.
So let's take inventory. We have the USB-C that goes to the keyboard. We have the USB-C from the Raspberry Pi to the power. We have the monitor to the power. We have the USB hub. I always want to call it a dongle. We have the USB hub to the Raspberry Pi.
Wow, that's a lot of cords.
I just realized that we're missing something. Does anyone know what it is? Shout it out. Correct. It is the HDMI micro to the monitor, because as of now, we don't have anything connecting the monitor to the Raspberry Pi.
Field trip?
Field trip to our local electronics store. Yay!
Yay!
We are back with our thin micro HDMI cable.
Yay!
Yay!
now we can continue the project.
Yes. If we don't have hiccups, then where's the fun? Not the hiccups. So we have an 8-foot cable.
That's
for about a 8-inch space.
a lot.
Oh, I'm gonna keep it
Yeah.
wound up while we plug that in. So let's tilt it up. And let's see.
It's my job.
Oh, there it is. Okay. So we're gonna, oh, safety first. I'll just kiss you with my elbow. Mwah. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
And then this guy will go into either of the slots for the HDMI micro. Is that it all the way down, would you? Oh, sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. I don't care about the computer. I'll just print another one. Ha! Success.
Yay!
Now we gotta find a place to put these cables.
Be on the side over there, or on the side over here.
Yeah, that'll actually work nicely. Feel me.
Want the hand?
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. It's very helpful to have an extra set of hands. Okay. Yeah, that should be good. And then I'll. Whoa. Ow. There we go. Okay. Gonna actually go even tighter. Okay. All right. Look at her. Wow.
Wow.
We did such a good job.
Yay!
You're hired.
Thanks, Ladyfractic.
Woo!
Can I have this banana in payment?
The banana for scale, which was a gift given to Perifractic a couple years ago.
It's so funny.
It is
I
very
love it.
squishy, and this is what I used as a hammer in my last video. It is a banana for scale.
Thanks.
So we are going to try to power up the Pi to make sure that everything is connected. If only there was a 3-foot power strip right in front of me. Yeah, if you can reach, that'd be great. Let's see what happens when we plug it in.
Plugged in.
Oh, we have
glowing
lights.
Oh, a keyboard. Wow.
That's pretty cool.
That is, as the kids say, sick.
Sick.
That is really cool looking. I don't really care about like cool keyboards, but this is so cool.
Let's try the remote. Let's find the remote. What happens if I press this button? Let's make sure all of our plugs are.
Is there a battery in the remote?
There is. It's not the right size.
Oh.
But it asked for the 2025 instead of a 2032. We were like, There's power going to that. Power's plugged in here. Oh, there is power going to the monitors. Let's see what happens when I push this button. Let's get a muscle-bound hunk in here to help.
Hey, what am I, chopped liver?
A little bit less hunky.
Thank you for not saying muscly.
I know you've got all the muscles. Have you tried the monitor's power button or remote? Yes. All right. Muscle-bound hunk has been summoned. Oh! There's a bar under the desk that
Ooh.
I kicked. Hello.
Good day, muscle-bound hunk.
A hunk. If you can find me the hunk, that would be great. Thank you.
She's here.
All right, troubleshoot keyboard.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I know. It's pretty fantastic. In fact,
Christmas.
I kind of want to turn it on from scratch.
It's a Christmas miracle. Oh, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you. High fives. Woo!
High five.
Oh my god. Oh,
She's
God.
joining in.
Hi. Ow.
We know high five.
Hello. Do you want to look inside?
Yeah. Oh, me?
No. Hello. Oh, thank you.
Good girl.
She wants high fives too.
Show me the power to the monitor.
Okay.
I can confirm it's not turning on.
So now it's red. So press it again, and it should turn. There you go. Turn green. Let's see if the keyboard does its pretty little dance again.
Oh,
I know.
lovely. Now, if the monitor could do a pretty little dance. No.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Let's check all the connections then. Welcome to Mr.
Hey, blah, blah, blah.
Mr. Ladyfractic's Retro Recipes.
That's better.
Thank you. Is this already? What?
Oh! Oh!
That's amazing.
Can you see that?
Back to Ladyfractic. I'm not sure about the white
halo.
paste. Hello.
Hello.
You could try the other port, but I'll show you.
So they were right. It was upside down, but let's see what it doesn't. Problem is that it's visible.
Because actually, if you go into the menu,
Menu.
there's usually a rotate option.
Oh.
What's the harm in putting it in upside down?
I'd love to show you, cameraman.
Does it not fit in
The bottom sticks out, so I will show you. So the instructions said to put the top in like so. Ease it in like that, so you can see it sticks out on the bottom.
Gross.
Yeah. And then see, it's not even like centered because of the weird way that it is.
What the heck?
Yeah, it's not great.
I put it in the correct way, and I think in the Raspberry Pi there might be a built-in rotate
Okay.
Just have
instead
to
of in the monitor.
start
Upside
learning
down.
how to read upside down and type upside down.
Lucky for me, oh,
That's the one.
Oh no!
well, we needed to order a new one anyway.
Oh no!
I ripped it. I ripped it. Thanks for your help, Josiefractic. We will have to reconvene when I get a new one. And also, this was hazy and problematic. So, I'm glad I ripped it.
There you go. It's a learning experience.
People like seeing your errors, so here's another one.
I ripped it. With the new monitor successfully installed, here's a detailed look at our cleaned up wires. I also ordered a pair of speakers that will conveniently plug into the left side of the monitor. Mounted on the vented lid. Now for the software. We're going to take our micro SD and put it into the computer so that we can download our Raspberry Pi OS, which very conveniently comes from the Raspberry Pi website. There are many different ways that you can configure your Raspberry Pi. You can use RetroPie, which I am looking at, or just the classic Raspberry Pi program. Once this finishes downloading, I'm going to put it right back into my Raspberry Pi and get started from there. With the change of scenery and a change of monitor, we are now at our testing desk.
Testing desk.
Correct. And I have brought Mr. Ladyfractic to see how...
Where? Who's that?
You? Mr.
Oh, Mr. Yeah. Welcome to Perifractic. Oh, sorry. Force of habit.
Mr. Lady Fantastic, is that better for you?
It's more fantastic.
We're going to test out a few things and see how well it worked.
I love the look of this thing. Many people commented that it was similar to some of the old terminals you would find in office buildings in the late 70s, early 80s. Not that I worked in an office when I was 7, but yeah, I love the style. So can't wait to turn it on. How do we do that, and what's next?
The first step is to plug it in.
Now I can help here because I'm nearest the plug.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Oh, yes.
Big moment. Drum roll, please. Especially a big moment because I'm out of shot and I can't find the plug.
It's the 2-prong thing that you slide the thing into.
That's more cheese. There we go.
Wow.
Oh, I love the keyboard. Very glittery.
That is the diarrhea keyboard.
I mean, it's great apart from the name. No picture?
Hey!
Yay!
Look
Okay.
at that. Oh.
Okay, this will be fine. Just read it like this.
See ya. It says, welcome to the Raspberry Pi desktop. Before you start using it, there's a few things to set up. Press next to get started. If you're using a Bluetooth keyboard or a mouse, put them into pairing mode and wait for them to connect.
Well, we're using a USB mouse.
Yes.
Why does that feel so intuitive?
Does
I know
it?
I know exactly where I'm going. And click next. Oh, God.
Okay. Set country. We are not in the United Kingdom.
Now, to be fair, we won't be using this because it's got its own operating system, but just to get us in there. Any idea how we fix this issue? Enter username. Okay, well, at least the keyboard's the right way around. It's not working. So why wouldn't the keyboard be working?
I have no idea.
Is it plugged in?
Of course it's plugged in, yes. Let's double check.
The joys of retro computing. Well, it mentioned Bluetooth, but USB should just work, shouldn't it?
Yes.
11 minutes later.
So we just found out from Amazon that this is a Bluetooth keyboard, which is why plugging it into the USB-C didn't do anything except for power it.
Interesting. So you think that's just power?
I think so.
Way to make it confusing, diarrhea. What a load of shit. I mean,
There's
expletive.
USB mode and Bluetooth mode.
Okay, how do we do that?
Function R.
Ooh, where's function?
I don't know. Oh, function R.
Son of a diarrhea. Right. Where there's a will,
There's
some...
an instruction book.
Okay. We've got sound too. It's coming from the screen recording laptop. I guess I can just double click that with my upside down mouse. Delete. Okay. Username. Connecting. Update software.
I know that people want me to seal this, but I like it. It's proof of where it came from. My printer.
We are finally in. So, over to you for the mouse. Let's see if you can turn the screen around.
Let's see. We need the monitor configurations.
Does the Windows button do anything? Pardon me. Aha. Small. Preferences?
There it is.
Gets smaller every time. Ooh. How do you apply that? Yes, seems like a good option.
Oh, that was stressful. I feel like I aged 100 years just trying to read the tiny font.
Oh, it's rebooting, okay.
A few moments later.
Yay!
Yay! So we are using a web-based operating system, so we have to find the web.
But it's a web-based retro OS, right?
Yes, of
Okay.
course. You'd think this would be faster.
It's only a Raspberry Pi 4.
Oh, yes.
Cost $1 million on eBay
$1 million.
because they're in short supply at the moment. Right, let's try any website first before we figure out if it's that. There it is. Ooh. Pigeon OS by Pigeonaut.
8 squaw bytes. 64 pigeon bytes.
This is pretty cool. I was pretending it's got a modem. I mean, in a way, Wi-Fi is still a modem.
We're online.
We're online. Token ring Ethernet LAN configuration not found. Packet test success. What do we do now? That's a big start menu at the top.
Pigeon OS has crashed. Would you like to restart
In true form.
or shut down? Okay.
All right. So do you know how to use this thing?
So if you hit delete, it takes you to the,
Is that what it says in the instructions?
that's what it says right here. Press the delete
Oh, yeah.
key.
Oh, so it has to load. Fair enough.
So,
Start, file, and edit.
correct. It has crashed.
Wow. I mean, interesting that it's online, but it's still crashing. I guess it's running on their server.
I hope they've updated their server. Messenger Pigeon is not compatible with your current version of Pigeon OS.
It's all pigeon English to me. So what happens in there?
It crashes.
Okay, and what happens in there? Cancel?
It's not compatible. And then it crashes.
I'm confused because they're providing this, but it's not compatible with itself. Okay, you got a little notepad. Help. And it's crashed.
Oh,
And you
and
pressed
it
OK.
10 out of 10 would recommend.
10 out of 100. I do find it hard to criticize retro stuff that's kind of being made now, but can't deny it is a bit frustrating. So the interesting thing was in the little install sequence where Ladyfractic was installing the SD card from the official Raspberry Pi website, you would have seen there was the option for RetroPie. So you could very easily configure this SD card to not boot into this OS at all and to boot into RetroPie. And that would get you Commodore 64 or BBC Basic, I mean, any number of retro machines.
I think we'd have to because this is going to crash if I move them out. Oh,
It crashed we're just looking at it.
it's tiny. You got to move slowly.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
It's all in the technique.
Oh, it crashed while.
Crashed while crashing.
Yeah.
The crash crashed.
Yes.
Okay, parchment.
Crashed.
What's the point of this? This is
Garbage.
as good as the...
Crash.
I was going to say as good as the keyboard brand. Diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
What should we name this video? Ladyfractic installs diarrhea on a diarrhea.
Struggles with diarrhea and pigeons.
Struggles with a crappy OS and a diarrhea keyboard. I suppose pigeon. Sorry. Thank you for bleeping that. Should we try a different angle?
Yes.
It was. We know we can run RetroPie. In fact, I could just grab the SD card from the Raspberry Pi 400 and put it in here, and it would have our entire RetroPie.
In a moment, we'll answer the question, can it run Doom? But first, let's take a look at how RetroPie looks on our Retrocomputer. Let's start out with a classic Commodore 64. The number of games offered is pretty impressive. And since we live in California, we should play a California game. I really think it's a nice touch that it opens up in Commodore Basic. Makes it feel like you're really using a retro computer. Pooh did really well. Trying something a little less traditional, we went with the Vectrix computer. The first game I tried was the Star Trek game. Now, I didn't look at the instructions, nor have I ever played this before, so my first few attempts did not go well. But once I figured out which buttons needed to be smashed when, I think I did not so bad for a first attempt.
Get the mushroom.
I can't shoot. I think it's a satellite?
Mushroom.
2 hours later.
Where's the oh. I don't know what that is. I have literally no ammo. I hope I don't die. No. Ah. And how about some Apple IIe basic programming? And before our big Doomful finale, if you want to learn basic or something less basic, at our sponsor Picoma.com, you can learn computer science, mathematics, and retro programming with a certified teacher. Some of our favorite courses are the ones on how to program 6502 assembly for the Atari VCS, or even the one on retro 3D computer graphics, not to be confused with 3D printed computers. All the courses get you started from scratch and have great reviews. Check them out for yourself with their money-back guarantee. Picoma.com. But now, back to Mr. and Mrs. Ladyfractic.
We wanted to see, and you mentioned in the last video,
Can it run Doom?
can it? Now, if you didn't know, Doom was made to work on the first Raspberry Pi. That was kind of one of their benchmark tests that they wanted to achieve with the Model 1A, I think. This is Raspberry Pi 4, so we already know the answer.
Yes, it can.
But just for fun, I do want to see that happening because I've never run it on a Pi.
Are we allowed to have fun?
Not if this keyboard and OS have anything to do with it.
That's true.
All right, so go. Install Doom. And do you know how to install Doom? That was never going to work.
Oh, that wasn't even spelled right.
So this is going to pull Doom off the internet onto the Pi. That's one of the things I love about the Pi. You don't have to browse to all different websites. You can just do the sudo apt install command and it pulls it off the web or the net. What did it say?
Unable to locate the package.
No.
Chocolate. Doomy.
Do it without the Y. The dash Y. Do you wish to continue? Yes or no?
Yes.
Good. And when it finishes, you have to install the WAD files, WAD. Those are the levels. And apparently there's a location here where you can pull those into the Pi as well. It's a lot of typing there. You ready? So good luck. This will be installed, ready for the next episode. we're getting this from Doom World, which of course was Mars. So as you can see, it's the shareware version, which I think is just the first level that id Software released as public domain, or shareware. There's a zip file, so unpack it with unzip command. Getting quite excited now. I want. Can't see.
I think my typing's gotten pretty good. I haven't messed up once.
Great, yeah.
I like this keyboard, I just don't know where things are.
What is with these font sizes?
Configure display.
Let's launch it and see.
Oh, it's gonna be so. Oh,
Please
thank
be full
goodness.
screen.
Oh,
Do we get music?
we do.
Yes. How about a nice game of Doom? Let's kill some aliens.
All right, new game. I don't know what the controls are.
Change WASD.
Well, we didn't configure anything.
What did you press? You just shot.
Mouse.
Okay, so mouse and cursors. I feel like the music is slower than usual. That could just be down to the Pi. That's locked, so you can't.
You're locked. Make jump.
I think space would be open door. Always once. Yeah. To your right. Turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around,
Shut
turn around. Trying to save your life, dear.
Yeah. It's really hard to see.
It's quite dark. That's probably in the config. Get out of the lava, quick. Jump.
Ah, there it is. Ammunition.
Have you played Doom before?
A long time ago.
It's a ship with power.
It did it.
You did it. Yay! At the exit. I know these levels like the back of my head.
Now what?
Get that lever. Oh,
Return.
congratulations. Suggested retail price $9.
And while Perifractic plays his life away, I'm going to bid you adieu. Adieu. And if you know of a web-based operating system that is better than this Pidgeon OS, please leave it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe and support below, and cheerio!
Fell down the stairs.
My shoulder don't jiggle jiggle.
It crashes.
I think we've got a virus.
Avian influenza.
Yeah, from the pigeon. Cheerio.